Hello Simmers, and today we have a pretty exciting build challenge, I guess you would call it. So Little Simsie did it first, I will admit, but I really got inspired to do like this little challenge but make it harder. Little Simsie actually did the challenge where she tried to make a house look more expensive than it originally was, and I like that idea, but I thought it would be even cooler to make it a starter home budget. So I have four Sims in this household. If you watch my channel a lot, you would have saw me make them in the last video, but it's the Garber family, and they just moved into Delso Valley, and the mom wants it to seem like they have a better life than they actually do. So she lives like this lavish-ish lifestyle, and she just wants to convince her peers that she is the same as them, which is wealthy or well off, may I say. So she knows like she's not rich, so she can't like fool her friends into that. But she's trying to convince everybody that her family makes pretty good money, and they should, because the dad's actually an astronaut. But it's this whole like facade that she's playing. I feel like I'm gonna start them off with not a lot of money, and like she tells her friends that she'll cover for like lunch or whatever, and they go out for like hundreds of dollars of lunches, and she uses all the money in her pocket to cover, and that really puts them in some bad situations. But I try to make this house as big as I possibly could, with the budget that we had. So just in case you're not aware, or if you don't play like a lot of Sims, uh, the budget for a four sim household is $2,600. So that's what I gave myself for this challenge, and I actually had to go back and add more money to the household like later on, but that's because I don't know, I think with the depreciation or something, it went down. I don't know what I did wrong, but I tried to make it as fair as I could, and I don't know, maybe they don't count the toddlers, but even if so, the toddlers room can easily be changed into a different type of room with the same budget, I believe. You would just probably have to like delete the mirror that's in the room, and that's it. But I try to make it really look like cool, I guess. Like trendy and stuff. Like she wants the bougie lifestyle but doesn't have the bougie budget. And I feel like that's what I was doing when I was making this house, but also when I was like designing the characters. I had so much fun doing this. It was so hard though, because I had to actually shrink the house more than I wanted to, just so I can get money to put like the basic needs in. And I had to use like the bed countertops and the bed appliances, but I think it really added something to it just to have all that stuff in the space, because it's hard to furnish like a big open floor plan if you don't have like money. So this family, it doesn't come from money, so I didn't want to like do too much, but I also didn't want to do too little, and so I had to make some sacrifices in wake of that. And I actually really like how the color scheme turned out. I went for more of like a blue vibe throughout most of the house, and then when you get to the bedrooms, they have their own theme. But I started using like the stucco wall type pattern, and I could do the accent walls with different variants of the colors that they had, and I thought that was cool. And I wanted to have a table that would fit all the Sims. I did not. Oh, I think I forgot a squatty potty. Oops. I think I can fix that before I upload it. If not, it just needs a toilet for the toddler, which I can fish some money out of somewhere in the room. I just really apologize for that. I totally forgot. I even included a bathtub. But you don't really need the potty. It just helps with the potty trait. They can just use their Pampers if need be, if I forget. But I'm so sorry. I feel bad for that. That's what I'm realizing that I forgot, and I feel like I don't think I failed because I was gonna make both the children like kid age, but I decided to have a toddler because I knew it would need a bathroom, or like a bathtub in one of the bathrooms. Um, so I'm still happy with what I came out with. And I realized using like this flooring was really expensive. Well, not too expensive, but if you use the concrete, there's so many different color variants to it that it actually looks kind of like cool and hip, and I like the feel of it. So I changed the colors of like the floorings in some of the rooms, and I thought it looked really nice. Like especially the daughter's room, I think it was a really cool touch. I like the color scheme of that room, and I have like a few favorite parts, but I'm gonna wait till I get to the part to tell you which one I think was cool. Oh, I totally forgot I moved the dining set, but it still seats five, and it's perfect for the house. I feel like I could have, to save money, I could have downgraded the table and stuff a little bit, but I don't know. I just wasn't thinking in that moment in time. There's also a place for a TV, so if you're playing with this house, you can buy a TV for the family. But yeah, and I don't think this is uploaded just yet. It might be when I upload the video, but I didn't think I had like the gallery up yet. So if it's still not up by the time you're watching this, I'm sorry, but it will be up soon. I had a lot of fun doing this. I realized when I'm saving stuff though, I had to change the way I save things. So instead of doing just a regular save, I always save as, and with my save, I just date it to the date that I did it on. And then I found that that helps a lot more with my saving process because sometimes I don't know what happens, but the game just refuses to save correctly for me. And I don't know if you're having that issue or problem, but if you are, you can just go ahead and do the same thing I did. And it really helped. And you'll see, like, throughout this whole build, I'm really cutting corners, like, trying to make it look nicer. I upgraded the chair in the child's room because I did have one that was a little bit cheaper, but I I just couldn't stand the not matching of the room. But for the daughter's room, I really enjoyed doing it. It just felt a little empty. But for a starter home, I think I did really good. I added like dividers in some of the bathrooms just to separate the shower. And a walk-in shower is really nice. So I think it's really nice for the house to have it, but could have been could have been a better bathroom overall. But I wanted that huge rug, and I realized it probably added to my total. But I thought the rug in the middle of the like entryway was really her selling point, the mom's selling point to do good things, I guess. And like to her, like that meant successfulness, money, and stuff like that. And the other house is pretty small. It's very cute. And to save money, a lot of simmers do this, but they use debug items. So you have your normal menu of stuff, but if you put in the cheat, so if you press Control Alt C or Control Shift C, I forgot which one. You can always put testing cheats on, then bb dot show hidden objects, and then bb dot show live edit objects, and that gives you a whole new menu of stuff that you can use, and it's very helpful. Um, so that's what I use for this build. I don't usually do it because I feel like it's cheating a little bit sometimes, but I think it was worth it for this type of build. And your Sims won't even like walk through them all that much because it's on the outside of the house. They don't really use the stuff on the outside as much as the stuff in the inside. And this is where you'll see I start to cheat a little bit. I don't cheat, but I just add money to the account because I don't know where that extra like $2,000 went. I don't know if it's the dollars don't count, but I just use the cheat. If you have testing cheats on or testing cheats true on, then you can just put money in however much money you want in the household, and it works, and it's a very helpful tip for anything like this. But I'm gonna go ahead also link down. I used 2 new mods that I downloaded. I learned it from watching Little Simsie's video, and I know I'm praising her a lot in this video, but she's honestly a really great YouTuber. So I will go ahead and link those down below. I forgot the name of the cheats, but I will definitely do it and try to post the creator down below of the mods. But basically, one, it just opens your menu so that you have 5 options, and they're also working on like a menu sorting thing for debug, which I know hasn't come out yet, but if you're wondering like some of the stuff that they're getting into. But you'll see like my menu is 5 high instead of the normal 2. You just press the tilde or 1 key and it works like a charm. But I also, to take my screenshots, which this is very helpful, and I don't know why I didn't know how to, like, I didn't know this was a thing before I saw the video, but basically, in build mode, you can't use the tab key to do that free camera. So the mod is to actually help you with that and use a free camera while you're in build mode, and it's very helpful because seasons change in The Sims 4 if you have like seasons installed. So if you want to take, like, you don't have to go back into your manage worlds and like go into the family's house, press play, change the time of day and stuff like that. It's very simple, very easy. You can just take your screenshots while you're in the build mode that you desire. So I like that because it's been very hard trying to take screenshots. In some places it's rainy, in some places it's not. But I will definitely be using this for a long time because it's very helpful for screenshots, and I just wish I knew the creator's name. I will definitely put it down below. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, what this crazy girl over here is talking about, just look down in the description and it should be down there. But here you'll see I took out a few things from the debug menu. That's the main thing. You can't like eyedrop any of this stuff, so I tried to just put it all in the front yard and then decorate it with those items when I was ready. I did have a lot of trouble getting fencing for the backyard. I wanted the fence to save it all and do a huge backyard, but it ended up being very small in comparison, and I couldn't actually do what I wanted. And it was kind of sad because this lot's so big, and I thought I could do so much more, but it is what it is, you know. And I didn't want to cheat it all that much, but I think it, like, the house overall really fits in with the rest of the neighborhood, and I think, I don't know, it's just an odd sized lot. Maybe I'll go back and try to do another challenge in it, and maybe I'll replace that in my save. But this build is pretty nice looking. It's just a little empty on the outside, and I don't necessarily have a problem with that. I don't want to say I do. I wish it could have more, but I really like the overall outcome of the house. And the only thing, there's just like a few things, but that's, I was cutting corners just to save money, but like the porch, it doesn't have like, you know, like a brown wood. Yeah, I used concrete to save some money because it really came down to the last nickel and dime in this challenge. It would surprise you that it did. Um, but it's really cool to use debug because a lot of the items that you want to be cheaper can be now, and some places when you go there, there's already landscaping and stuff like that, so it's really nice. Also, I realized that the regular table that is like the umbrella table is more expensive, which is odd for me because I actually was trying to get the regular table because I thought it would be cheaper, and I was just going to put one of those umbrellas from the debug menu, but it's not like that. Oh, this house isn't completely safe, I'll be honest. I am sad to say it, but we don't have a fire alarm or a thermostat, so our Sims might be dying in the heat and stuff. But luckily the thermostat isn't that expensive, and neither is a fire alarm, so hopefully nobody dies in this household. But you can see like I'm starting to end it, and the house is really coming together. I got all the essentials, and I got like nice little decorations in the kids' room. I was able to do that, and I even was able to decorate the outside hallway, and that was a blessing in itself. I use these university things. I've never really used them, but I saw that Cindy and Macaretta actually uses them a lot in like the challenges where she needs something to be cheaper. So it was very helpful for me. And then I tried to do this path thing, and looking back at the footage, it looks pretty nice. Maybe if I just added plants, it would have been very nice. I wish I kind of did that. Maybe I will later, but I could have just added plants. It would have looked more together, but I didn't like how it was looking, so I just didn't. But here we are with the screenshots. I think this house is pretty good. It's a little dark on the outside. I couldn't use any like landscape lights, but for attempt, I think I did pretty alright, and I am extremely pleased with my attempt. I like it, and I like the family. So I just, to end this video, I would like to thank you guys, and I really enjoy doing everything that I do. So I hope you guys are staying safe, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Thank you.